Hey guys, Saucer here. So some of you may know that I will be playing World of Warcraft Classic in August, and with that I do plan on creating gold guides and other content for that. But up until the Classic actually launches, I am going to be starting to put up guides on either the beta, which I do have access to, or on retail. If I do put the guides out on retail, I'll make sure to be telling you guys the difference in the zones, or what there is difference between the farm on Classic or what you're seeing in retail in the video, obviously, just to give you the most up-to-date information. For today's farm and the point of this video, it is going to be elemental fires. What you use the elemental fires for in Classic is to craft greater fire protection potions, which are very essential to raiding in Molten Core. So for starters, let's check out the location here where we're going to be farming these. We have Fire Plume Ridge out in the Ungoro crater. Ideally, you're going to want to farm at the top of this volcano here. It's a very easy path to get up. You just ride up at the base. There's a path here. Follow all the way up to the top. And the bulk of the spawns of fire elementals on the volcano will be at the very top. There was somebody just up here killing these, unfortunately, so I don't have a complete shot of them. But there's roughly about, I don't know, like 8 up here. There's usually one here, one there, 2 or 3 over here, and then generally 1 or 2 in the lava. On Classic, there's also going to be Blaze Runner. He's a quest NPC, or a quest fire elemental. On Classic, he's an elite, so you're not going to want to fight him unless you're decked out with some kind of raid gear, because unfortunately he will kill you. And speaking about raid gear, if you do happen to have some of that, that's clearly going to be increasing your kill times on these. But if you have the spot at the top of the mountain, you shouldn't have to really worry about moving too much. You'll be able to kill these in somewhat of a rotation here, and by the time you kill your last one, chances are the first few are going to start respawning, and if they don't, you can just kind of come down the hill here and just kill a few of the ones on the bottom cliffs. Shouldn't have to go too far away, but as you do see here, there are fire elementals at the base, on these small hills, the backside. They're all over the place on this thing, so generally if there is more than one person farming here, you may have to move down to some of these lower levels, but this is a great place to farm the elemental fire. Alternatively, there is a spot out in Arathi Highlands that does have fire elementals. I'll be throwing a map of Arathi, of Classic Arathi, on the screen in just a moment here. I'll have an arrow pointing to where the spot is. It's going to be on the far left side of the zone, just before you enter Hillsbrad. So like I was saying, you kill the fire elementals to get elemental fire. The purpose of the elemental fire is to craft greater fire protection potions. The pattern for the greater fire protection potion comes from the orc mobs in Lower Blackrock Spire. You can check out the pattern greater fire protection potion on Wowhead just to see the exact mob that drops it in Lower Spire. But like I was saying, these potions are used in Molten Core and are very essential for like server first Ragnaros kills, or just Ragnaros in general. He does a lot of fire damage, so you're going to want to have pretty much everybody in the raid use one of the potions before your pull, and then typically one after, just to mitigate some of the damage for the healers. Typically when the server is first going to be launching, before you get to Molten Core, there's not going to be much of a demand for the elemental fires. So if you do happen to have some spare gold, you could probably pick up some of these elemental fire for, say, anywhere between 25 to 75 silver, I'm going to be guessing. Once guilds do start progressing in the Molten Core, you're going to see the price of elemental fire probably spike up anywhere between 3 gold to 6 gold a piece. And when the potion is actually crafted, you're going to be looking at a cost of more than likely between 6 and 10 gold per potion on raid night. Could possibly be even a little bit further more, depending on how far advanced we are into the Classic at that point. So like I was saying, the best spots to farm the elemental fire, where the bulk of the fire elementals are in the game, that are not inside of an instance, are here in Ungoro Crater at the Fire Plume Ridge and out in Arathi Highlands. So the elementals out in Arathi Highlands are going to be slightly lower level. If I do recall correctly, they're going to be between like level 33 and 36, whereas these ones are going to be between 54 to 57, if I recall correctly. It's been a long time. But it may be something for you to keep in mind when you're out leveling. Just kill a few of these guys. If you get elemental fire, stock up on them. Or if you manage to hit the auction house before Molten Core becomes a thing, stock up on some of those too. You may make out with a lot of profit. It's something I certainly plan on doing. that's pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. If you did like this, or it's going to help you out in any way at all, hit that subscribe button, like button. There's going to be many more of these coming in the future. And if you'd like to support the creation of more content, I do have a Patreon in the description, Twitch, all that sorts of stuff. Anyways, take care. Till next time. Bye, guys.